Hello, everyone. I'm Karen Glasser, and I'm your tech evangelist. And today we're going to work smarter, not harder. By the end of this workshop, you'll know how to take one video and turn it into multiple pieces of content using Castmagic. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back. If you're here, say hi in the chat. If you're here on replay, say hi on the chat. So let's first talk about what Castmagic is, okay? Castmagic is your AI-powered repurposing assistant. It isn't here to replace your creativity or my creativity. It's here to amplify it. It helps you focus on your message, not the mechanics. So drop your questions in the chat if you have any, and I will check back constantly to make sure I can answer those questions. So let's be honest. Most of us spend more time editing than creating. You record this amazing video or lots of videos, and then the real work starts. You have to transcribe, you have to write captions, pull quotes, write blog posts, get descriptions, get keywords. It's exhausting. I know it's exhausting for me, and for somebody who has done podcasting for so many years, this was a game changer for me. So I'm curious from all of you, what takes you the longest when you're trying to repurpose your content? What happens when you try to do this? Is it easy? Is it hard? What happens exactly? So what we're going to show you today is how to take this entire process of transcribing, summarizing, rewriting, and let it take minutes, not hours, because that's exactly what Castmagic does. It takes your long form video or audio and turns it into polished content for every single platform, or almost every single platform, automatically. The goal today isn't to replace your voice, it is to free you from busy work. And I know we could all be happy to have less busy work so that your voice can be heard more often. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I'm going to just jump in and show you the dashboard so that you can literally see what we are doing here. Just going to move it this way. All right. So when you log into your Castmagic account, you're going to see all sorts of things in here. You're going to see, well, I'm just going to walk you through them all. You're going to see on the left-hand side, it's your, basically your outline, your content, your table of contents. And in here, we're going to show you how to create a space. You can have as many spaces as you want. So that's the first thing. I want you to look over here. There's an upload button over here. And then within each of the spaces, we have all sorts of things in there. Everything starts with this upload button. So spaces are where you actually organize your content. In my case, as you can see over here, there are a ton of spaces. I have one for each one of my shows. I have created one for my technical training, and this is the one we're going to play in. And we're going to actually make one together so that we can create the trainings and put them within this platform so that you can see how this all works. The upload button, which is right over here, you can either upload a YouTube, a Vimeo, or an MP4, or an audio link. You can take it over from your Google Drive, or you can set up an RSS feed. You can do Zapier. There's lots of ways to bring it in. Today, I'm going to show you how to just upload an MP4 because it's the easiest way to do this, and it's going to immediately start transcribing the video. There's not going to be any waiting. There's not going to be any other things that you have to upload. And once it's uploaded, and I will show you live how we do this, you're going to see the transcripts and the show notes and the key takeaways and all sorts of things. And each one of these tabs are designed to save you time and spark ideas. Within this whole menu are the real game changers. You're going to be able to do blog drafts, titles, highlights, quotes, social posts, and more. Every single tool creates a new piece of content for your video automatically. So are you ready for me to actually show you how this works? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to upload Well, actually, I'm going to create a space first. So this is the space that I created. It's called Karen Recommends. But let's pretend like I didn't have a space. Pretend. I'm going to click the little plus sign over here, and it's going to open up a screen that says New Space. And we could write whatever we want. I'm going to say Workshops 2025. I want to label these recordings because I'm going to do lots and lots of workshops, so I want to make sure that I can find them. But there are other ways you can save them. You can do them by the season, you can freeform, and you can say, I don't want to label it all. This is kind of cool over here, guys. This is the language. Now, I speak English, right? But look at all of the languages that you can translate this into. How cool is that? Very cool. Magic words. In my case, I always put my name because my name is spelled with a C and it's always spelled wrong. I also put the words tech and everything. I'm putting a comma there. Evangelist, because that's what I do. You can also customize how what you want to put in here. And I'm going to show you the space that I've created for Karen Recommends, your tone, words to avoid, other instructions, and then you save the space. So for right now, we're going to go back into Karen Recommends because I want to actually show you all of the settings here. We have set this up. It's opening. Here's the settings. Okay, so the name of the space is called Karen Recommends. I'm doing it by the number. The language is in English. Again, Karen Glasser, Tech Evangelist. The recording details. These are training videos on different technology platforms. That's going to be helpful. The tone is friendly and motivational. My style is more storytelling and step-by-step tips. I want to make sure that we include the phrase work smarter, not harder, because that's something that I always say, and to avoid corporate jargon. Now, if there's any words or phrases that I want to have avoided, then I would put them here. And then finally, other instructions, I want to make sure the copy, keywords, titles, and other content is AI optimized. You have two more functionalities here at the bottom. It says chunk transcript. That means it will exactly what it sounds like. It will put your transcript into smaller amounts of spaces. But if you don't want that and you want each line all by itself, you would deselect this. And if you are doing this on a regular basis and it's always you here, you can say, I want the automatic speaker labeling. And then you would save the space just like that. All right. So far, so good. I'm just going to pop in here to make sure we don't have any questions. All right. I'm going to go back into this and we're going to go ahead and import my very first video into the platform. Now I'm actually going to import, and you see there's a drag and drop here. I'm just going to drop it in here and it's going to upload. And it's telling me how long it's going to take down here. But I could put a URL if I had a Vimeo or a Google Drive, different kinds of leads. We can do an RSS feed. You can also connect it via Zapier. And if you want to manage your Zoom integration, you can do that as well. This is all done via this area over here. So as this is uploading, we're almost done. And you can see it's doing its thing. And I'm going to actually click out of here. And you can see that it's still processing. And as soon as it's done, it's going to list on here and so you're going to see that. So while we're waiting for this to happen, you can see the ease of use on this, right? You're literally dragging a video in there, an MP4. For those of you who use videos, do YouTube, you can also take the YouTube link. I will be honest about it. Sometimes there's some challenges in Castmagic with the YouTube link. And that has to do with things on YouTube side, not on Castmagic side. So there are ways to take a video that you have, but you can't download it for some reason. You don't have the MP4. There are platforms out there like VidFly that you can put that video in there, that YouTube video, and it will create an MP4 for you. We are almost done as it's uploading. Another thing I want to show you here, one of the things that's really phenomenal about Castmagic is they have a really great Slack community. You can go in there, you can ask questions. There's all sorts of things in there. They do a weekly workshop. How cool is that? They want to make this easy for you to do this. So as it's uploading, it's almost done. We're just about there. And you're going to see that I have already set up speakers here because I knew it was going to be a Castmagic one that I'm putting in here. I had the pleasure of interviewing Blaine Bullis when Castmagic was pretty new to the arena. And so Blaine came on a video with me. And here is, you can see, here's the actual show I did with Blaine. It's been uploaded and now it's processing. What it means by processing is it is now going to go through all of the content that I did on that video. How is it going to know what to give me? I'm going to show you that next. I'm clicking on the word prompts, which is on the left-hand side under my space. This is a video, so these are actually built in. You don't have to create these prompts. They're already built in. It's going to give you a variety of titles to choose from. 10 of them, as a matter of fact. It's going to give you YouTube description. It's going to give you YouTube keywords. It's going to give a timestamped overview, key topics, bullet points. It's going to give you a blog post. It will create a custom newsletter, clip finder. You want quotes and hooks and timestamps. It's going to do that in here. It also will give you a different kind of newsletter. These are some prompts that I created one. You can do that, or you just use the ones that are existing. YouTube to tweets, questions, and threads. If this isn't enough for you, you can literally come in here and create a new custom prompt, or you can explore the community prompts, because as I said, it's a very active community, and they have created prompts. So if you are looking for a social media post to promote the podcast episode, that's curiosity, value fast, hungry for more, you would simply click this button and add it to the space. Or if you are looking for something for LinkedIn or Instagram that's not already in there, they've created it for you. You just go ahead and click this and add to the space. I want to make sure that there are no questions before I move on. All right, here we go. So I'm going to go back to the recording, and you can see it's completed. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. It's going to open up, and you're going to see here's the show on the right-hand side that I did with Blaine. Here is the transcript. You can see it already put the names in because I knew who the speakers were going to be, but you can always do it on the other side as well. So let's say you uploaded a video and you forgot to identify the speakers. It will literally tell you, please identify the speakers before you move on. Otherwise, they're not going to know who to attribute. And I look through this, and if there is anything that I need to edit in here, I already put my name spelled right, so that doesn't need to be done. But if there's anything in here that I don't like, or I want to add, or whatever, you're going to click the edit button, and you can you can exclude pieces from here. You can download the whole thing. You can find and replace. So that is basically how you have this entire piece of content that has now been uploaded. You can also go down here and say, you know what, I wish there was some more content in here. I know what it's going to give me. It would be nice to have some other. So you can click on the LinkedIn. It's going to give you some content. You can click on what's popular, what's recent, and you can go. Okay, so that's your upload. Here's your transcript. I'm not going to go through everything today. I want to just do the basics so that you can jump in after this workshop and literally create everything you need to help you work smarter, not harder. I'm now going to click on this recurring content tab. It's now going to generate. It takes a few minutes to generate as it's doing this. Hang on for a second. So we're going to hang on for a second. Technology is great, obviously, unless it takes time to be great. So we're still waiting this to generate. I'm going to actually go, well, let's just see here. I'm going to refresh. Here we go. All right, here's your content. I'm going to push this in because I want a full screen. The first thing it's given me is titles. It gave me 10 different titles that are optimized, that are searchable. Unlock the power of AI, how Castmagic helps you work smarter, not harder. If you recall, that was one of the things I asked him to add to my, my content. If you look at all of these titles and you say, I don't like any of them, you can modify or have them run them again. So I'm going to show you exactly what that means. I'm going to click this modify button. You can make it longer, you can make them shorter, you can make them casual, you can make them more serious, or you can rerun the original. Let's say I want to make this a little more casual. So I click the casual button. It is now generating new titles, but you don't lose the original titles. These were the original ones, and you can see there's a click through. These are the new ones that were made to make them a little more casual. Making content creation easy, how Castmagic and AI help you work smarter, not harder. You've got 10 different titles. You actually now have 20 different titles. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, YouTube description. What's great about this is that literally you can just copy this, run over to YouTube, and paste it in. So this is the YouTube description, again, optimized for search engine optimization. Unlock the power of artificial intelligence and discover how you can work smarter, not harder with Blaine Bolus, co-founder of Castmagic. In this episode, Karen Glasser dives deep into practical AI applications for everyday content creators and entrepreneurs. Here's what you'll learn. I love to use the word learn because people want to learn things. They don't want to be talked to. They want to learn. And that's why I'm teaching you right now so that you're going to learn all of this. Here are the different points that they're going to learn when they watch this video, when they read the content. Ready to see AI in action? Join Karen and Blaine as they break down the essentials. All right, so the next thing that it's populated for us are the YouTube keywords. Again, this is a copy and paste. You literally copy this. I have a form that I'm going to actually show you. It's an extra bonus, and anyone that's on this workshop today, I'm going to put a link in the chat towards the end, and you're going to get this free bonus. It's literally a YouTube checklist on how to optimize your YouTube videos when you put them in using Castmagic. So these are all the YouTube keywords. You would copy them, and then you'd go over to YouTube and you'd paste them in. I'm looking here that my name is spelled wrong, so I would want to edit this. Obviously, we're going to move forward. Timestamped overview. I take this again, I copy this, paste it into YouTube. What a timestamped overview does is that when your viewers click on, let's say, AI enhances services, humans add value, that's where they want to start in the video. If they click it, it actually makes it a clickable link in the description. It will take them to that part in the video. All right. And you can see there's multiples here. You would copy it or you could download it, however you want to do all of this. Key topics and bullet points. So this is going to give me literally a comprehensive sequence of the main topics that were covered in the transcript with some detailed subtopics. How might you use this? Maybe for a course, maybe for creating different kind of images, or maybe doing a script for something else. Or you may look at this and say, I don't need any of this, and you can turn it off if you are so inclined. All right, we're going to move down. As we get down to, it will create a blog post for you. How many of you out there do these videos and then you say, oh my gosh, now I have to go do a blog post? This is going to create a blog post for you based upon the recording. And here's something, a tip that I encourage you to do. Take that video link that you did and paste it into the blog so that now you have what's called a backlink. When they read this blog post, you can say, you can watch it now, click here. It takes you over to their YouTube channel, your YouTube channel, and now you're getting a view or a click over there. Again, this is creating a blog. If you look at this and you say, you know what? This is just way too long. I don't do blog posts this long, way too long. So you might want to come in here and click the repurpose this and make it shorter. And it will do the same thing. It's now going to create a second blog post, not losing the first one that you did, but creating a second one. It's generating right now. It should be almost done. And here we go. So here's the new one. And you can see it's not that much shorter. It says it's shorter. I don't think it's that much shorter, but I guess it is. It is much shorter. Oh yeah, much shorter. Okay, it also is giving you other keywords because when you create blogs on your website, guys, one of the things that you want to do is put the keywords in so that when the search engines are searching for what you are talking about, they're going to find you. If you don't put keywords in your blog post, and I don't mean just in the blog post, I mean the actual, when you're actually creating these blogs on your platform, whether it's WordPress or Webflow, which, by the way, guys, I'll be doing a workshop on Webflow. I've moved everything over to Webflow. It is AI optimized search. It is really, really cool. Something to think about as we move forward. So we're going to go now, custom newsletter. Let me know if you're doing newsletters. Wouldn't it be great if you didn't have to actually write the newsletter? What I love about Castmagic is it's not going out into ChatGPT land and pulling in stuff that you didn't say. Everything that's in the content comes from the video that you created. It is from your mouth and your guest's mouth if you have a guest on as well. Nobody else has this content. It's your content. And this is what makes it stand alone. If you were to say, oh yeah, but I can go into Perplexity or ChatGPT or one of the other platforms and say, write me a custom newsletter based upon Castmagic, it's going to pull from all over. Here, it's only pulling from your actual video. You'll see there's some fun facts for the episode. Again, this is, and here's the ready to tune in now. You would connect your YouTube link to that and they would go watch it. If you're curious to try it, if you have a call to action, you can add that to here as well. Clip Finder. How many times have you had to listen to your video that you created and say, I know there's some good stuff in here. I just don't know where it is. And you have to listen to it and you have to speed ahead and go backwards. This does it for you. It's going to find those quotes, hooks, and timestamps that are important. So these are all the ones that Blaine said. And there's another page of things that I said. So you have the option now to create literal cards with this. And you can see it says open in studio. And if we have time, I will show you that a little bit of that. But it will take this entire post here and you can add an image and it will create something that is totally shareable. Pretty cool stuff. All right. I'm just checking to make sure there are no questions here. Okay, here we go. We're going to scroll down now. I have a second email newsletter. I'm an overachiever. What can I say? This is a prompt that I think I put together. I wanted to see if they would give me something different. And it does look like it's a little different. It has scanned the QR code. You didn't see that in the other one. YouTube to tweets. All right, so let's just assume you've YouTube up there. Now you've got this video that you did, and you want to drive traffic to that YouTube. You could do tweets. You could literally do a tweet. If you're still using Twitter, or I think it's called X now, if you're still using that, you can do literally a campaign of tweets where you do one, and then the next post is number 2, and then the next post is number 3, and you create this entire catalog of tweets all in one place. You could also do the same thing if you wanted to do a carousel for Instagram or for Pinterest, or if you wanted to do the same thing for TikTok. Again, this is specifically for YouTube, but if you wanted to do one for others, you could do that. All right, let's say we do this whole thing, and now I want to do a follow-up. On this particular video that I did. Here are 10 questions that are inspired by the episode. How did Blaine Bollis's background as a startup entrepreneur influence his journey into artificial intelligence and building Castmagic? I could pull that clip of him talking about it and we could share this. All of the 10 questions. It helps you dive deeper into the episode and the key topics that are there. If you are playing in Threads and or Instagram, here's another way to grab content and actually add it to your video that you created. So far you see all of this content. I don't see a LinkedIn here, so I'm going to actually add LinkedIn to this right now. I'm going to ask it to create another piece, and I am going to, let's see here, I'm going to go create content. I'm going to go down here where it says LinkedIn. These are the different kinds of prompts that I can ask Castmagic to create content for LinkedIn. It could be market observation, 6 bullet points, future trend, and I'm going to show you what these look like. Future trend predictions. Mindset and success, a personal success story, 10% mindset. anecdote and lesson, anecdotal story with lesson for success, or 3 steps for 3 pro steps. So let's look at the market observation. It's now going to create, as you can see, content. You can see now this would be a short post based upon the context of this recording that I did with Blaine, and I could copy and paste this into LinkedIn. I can then say, you know what, I'm going to save it, and I want it to be a recurring prompt. So moving forward, every time I put a new training in here or a new video in here, it will also include that LinkedIn prompt. And it's asking me to save it, give it a name, market observation, create a short post based on the content sample. This is actually put in here by the community and by Castmagic. You don't have to do a single thing and save it. Let's see what else. Maybe I need a reel script. Does that sound like a plan? Let's do that. Let's do a reel script. This or that. Write a reel script comparing the differences of 2 things or ideas from the recording. 2 recommendations, actions, and why. Write a short draft on 2 recommended actions and rationale. 3 simple steps. You get the idea here. Literally, these are prompts that are already built in. If you want to have this in your content, all you have to do is click one of these things and it will add to your video. I think I'm going to, let's see, so we did the 7 strategic questions already. Strategy playbook. Let's do that. They're going to create a short form content outlining the playbook to succeed that can be applied to others based on the context. So this is Castmagic's Work Harder and Not Smarter. It's an AI playbook for explosive content. It's now given me all of this. It's still creating. And then I can save it. I can say, you know, I'm not sure I like all of this. Redo it. But I'm going to go ahead and save it because I think this should be great. And I'm going to add here. So now when I go into the recurring content, all of the new ones are going to be here. And if you look down at the bottom, here's the new one, Strategy Playbook. Let's say you really like this particular prompt, but you don't want to have to scroll all the way down. There's a couple of ways that you can look at this. You can collapse everything, where it just gives you the different areas, and then if you open them up, you have it. Or you can obviously expand it, or you can actually go down here, and you see there are 3 lines. You can drag it if you want all the way up. So we're gonna actually drag this all the way to the top. Let's put it here. I don't know where we're gonna put it. And here it is, market observations. You can move it to wherever you want to move it. It will now be in your recurring content. All right, so as we like to say, Castmagic isn't here to replace your creativity. It's here to amplify it. It's here to amplify it. So what we've gone through so far is that I've shown you how I uploaded a video, how I chose the space to put it in, and then I let Castmagic transcribe it. I then added all sorts of functionality. We added some new prompts. Can you imagine doing this for your last video, your last podcast, your last workshop, your last webinar? Can you imagine doing that? Can you imagine taking this and turning it into a course? That's what Castmagic can do. And I'm going to show you some of the other functionality because some of this stuff is, well, actually, I think all of it is very, very cool. I am a little bit of a tech geek. Obviously, I love this stuff. So I'm now going to show you some of the other spaces, and that means some of the other things that we can do here in Castmagic. If you are you want to do a marketing thing, you can literally create a whole marketing thing for whatever you're doing. A short biz description, the value propositions, your ideal customer profile, your benefits, the pain points, the marketing playbook, the hooks. email sequences, landing pages on which to create this event that you're doing, your customers and use cases, Instagram ads, analogies, opportunities, lead magnets. Are you getting as excited as I am about this? There are so many things that you can do in here. I also said that there is a way to create courses. So let me go into the courses. On the course space, here are the prompts that are actually going to be created for you. Then I'm going to show you how to create them. So the key session themes, the takeaways, the timestamped overview, the clips, the key topics, the session worksheet, using the context in the episode to actually create a worksheet for people to reinforce what they've learned, a quiz, a social media post, a lesson memo, and the lead magnet. So when you're looking at this, I'm going to show you how to actually do that. But I want to talk briefly about something that, and I'm going to get out of the share for a second. One of the things that Castmagic has, a Castmagic app, and you can download it onto your phone. I'm sure you have been seeing all over social these little apps that say, I'm in a meeting, but I'm actually not really paying attention, right? So because I have this app that's recording what's going on here. That's what the Castmagic app does. You can push the button and it can record everything that you're doing. And then it will send it straight over to Castmagic and create the content around it. It can be a 30-second clip. You can just talk to it. I have created marketing campaigns using Castmagic app based upon events that I wanted to do up in Napa. I sat and talked to the app for about 30 seconds. This is going to be an event that happens in Napa. It's for this age range. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're not going to do. It's going to happen during this time frame, and I loaded it in there, and it created an entire. It literally created the entire thing that I needed to be able to market the event, which was pretty cool, I think. So I want to show you some of the bonuses and some of the things that I'm going to give to you right now, because we don't have any. Oh, do we have any questions? Let's see. Editing is a bear. You are right, Rick. Editing is a bear. So AI optimization. That means that when the AI bots out there are looking for content, it's literally putting Google on its head right now, because you want the AI bots to find you. That's what they're doing. They're going to find you. And so this content is literally optimized so that the AI bots can find you. It's the reason I moved to a Webflow site. It's a reason that everything that I do, it's a reason I put a prompt in there that said, make sure that this is AI optimized, not just SEO optimized. It has to do with the structure of the content. It has to do with the structure of what you're doing. I hope that answered your question, Rick. If it didn't, ask me another question and we will put it back up there. So one of the things that I showed you, lots of things that I showed you, was all the content that I could create for YouTube. And I did that by showing you the entire content that came out. I'm going to show you again, and then I'm going to show you something that I use very, very specifically. It is a form, and I'm going to give it to anybody that was here today. I'm going to put the link into the comments. You're not going to get this on the actual bonus things. This is special just for you guys that are here today. We're going to put that link there. But this is what I mean by it. So all of that content that you got, here's a YouTube checklist. And again, this is just for you guys today. You take your YouTube link or the MP4 you upload it into Castmagic, and you're going to grab the title, the description, the chapters, the keywords, the hashtags. These are all the things you want to make sure you can grab. And then you're going to optimize it. You're going to optimize your video. That means make it searchable using Castmagic content in your YouTube video by making sure that the title is a good title. Remember, these are all the titles that we could select from. Any one of these titles, we have actually 2 pages of it. So all of these titles, you're going to literally grab one of these titles, one of these 20 titles, or you're going to say, I don't like any of them, do it again, right? Do it again. I'm going to go back to the checklist again. You're going to you want to do this format. First, in the description, you're going to do one line of copy with the keywords. You're going to do your description. You have to have one keyword that's going to be searchable. That keyword needs to be in the title. That keyword needs to be in the description. It needs to be in the hashtags, and it needs to be in the keywords. When things are being searched for, let's go back to Google for a second. Google is the number one search engine in the world, but that's changing. The number two search engine is YouTube, but that's changing as well. But you want to make sure that everything is connected. Your hashtags, the first three are literally shown at the top of the video. You want to put your timestamps in, and then you want to have your signature, meaning where can they follow you, your social, your websites, where they can subscribe to your channel. Make sure you put HTTPS :// otherwise it will not be clickable in your video. If you want it clickable, and of course you do, make sure you do that. And if you have a lead magnet or you're giving something away, these are all called call to actions. When you're doing this, you're also going to add it to a playlist. You're going to select not made for kids. The reason you're going to do that, the minute you say it's made for kids, it's going to actually not show it to kids if they believe that it's content that should not be showed for kids. So this will make sure you'll get a much wider distribution, not just kids. Then you're going to make sure you grab your tags, your keywords, you're going to put them in your YouTube video. And then on the end screen, and I'm going to jump into YouTube for a second, just a minute. In the end screen, you're going to add a card during the video that they can click on. It will take them to wherever you want to take them. I believe you want to make sure that you tell people what they should do next, because if you don't tell them what to do next, they're not going to know. They're just not going to know. So you're going to do that. You're going to have a card to subscribe to you. And then in the first comment of the entire video, once it's been posted and it's been shared, in the first comment, you want to again say, subscribe to my channel with the HTTPS : // All right. Let's stop sharing here. All right. I would now like to show you the bonuses, but in the meantime, let me go grab this link. I'm going to put it into the chat. Click on that. That will take you to the actual Google Drive document. Make sure you copy it first and save it to your own files, because this is view only. All right, but this is a checklist you'll be able to use for everything. It should be very, very helpful. All right, let's show you some of the bonuses that I'm going to share with you at this point. All right. All right, so the first thing I want you to do is take your phone out. Scan this QR code. It's going to open to a new screen, and it has all the bonuses on them. So what bonuses are you going to get? You're going to get a brand voice template. It's going to show you and help you create your brand voice by defining your voice attributes, the tone of your voice, your audience, your style preference, your keywords, your phrases, what to avoid, and then to plug in that prompt in your space so that every time this is created, it's going to be in your voice. The next thing you're going to get is a content wheel, because after you've created all of this, what are you going to do with it? You want to make sure you created all of these things. You want to make sure that after you've created these, you can then send them off on social. You can create that newsletter. You can do a call to action post. You've got your carousel post. This is your content wheel. 10 plus outputs. This is just the beginning, guys. There are so many other things you can do. But again, so as not to overwhelm, you can try these first, and those are already built into the platform. The next thing is the social platform cheat sheet. And this is going to show you what the ideal length for creating this content for the social platforms, the tone, the formatting tips. You want to make sure you have a strong hook. It's going to give you some Castmagic outputs to use if you're not already using it. This is also for Substack, for TikTok, for YouTube Shorts, Facebook and Instagram posts, email newsletters. And pro tips, you want to make sure that the prompts are very specifically for each platform. So if you want to create some new prompts, you want to say, rewrite this for LinkedIn, or rewrite this for TikTok, or rewrite this for my blog. You want to make sure you tell the platform exactly what it wants. It may be AI, but it cannot read your mind. The next thing is the prompt starter pack. So we're going to send this to you. This is a great way to turn your transcripts into blogs, posts, and scripts. If you're not going to use all of Castmagic, or you are, but you want to actually take some of these prompts. Take some of these prompts and drop them into the Castmagic site, into your space, and it will create the things that you need. And then finally, repurposing plus engagement prompts. This is the YouTube checklist that I just showed you. You're getting this because you were on this workshop today. This is not actually one that is within the platform at all. All right, so I want to show you. This is what the bonus page looks like. The first thing I want you to do is go ahead and create your account and give it a try. Go ahead and create your account. And when you do that, I want you to go in there, set up a space, upload a video, and create some content. And then send it to me at Karen@KarenGlasser.com. I'd love to see what you're doing and see how this worked for you. And if you're having any challenges, let me know as well. So you're going to get your Castmagic workshop bonuses. They're ready now. So as soon as you scan this, it's going to be there. You're going to get all of this, and all you have to do is put your first name and your email. I do not spam you. This is for you to be able to get your bonuses. So first, create your account, get that going, use this link, and you will then also fill this out and get your bonuses. All right, guys. Are there any questions? Are there any comments? Or is there anything that you would like me to show you that you're looking at this and saying, oh my God, my head's exploding? Or you're looking at this and you're saying, this is great. This is good. I can do this. Now I'm going to throw out one more thing. For those of you who are looking at this saying, I can see the value, I want to do this, I don't have the time or the inclination or even the desire to set something like this up. Once it's set up, I know I can do this, but I don't want to do this by myself. We do have a white glove service that can help you do this. Get this set up, get you on the right path so that you're not worrying about this. And because the barrier to entry is very, very small, but I also appreciate that technology can be very, very scary. I get that. So in order to make it not scary, go ahead and, send us a message that you are interested in getting some help setting this up. I want to thank everyone for being a part of this today. You do have a choice as to where you spend your time. You chose to spend it with me today. And I hope you will join me on future workshops as we continue along this path. We have another one coming up in another week. You will get some notification on that as well. If there is a platform that you are interested in learning about, let me know. I will do a workshop on it. Go out, give somebody an awesome day, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.